What is up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. What is up? Alright, y'all. Today, yes, it's out of the blue, I know. But, however, alright, let me make this big. Haha. Alright, y'all. So, this is what we got today. Unboxing. So, today is some Zulay goodies, guys. Alright, this is an unboxing nail haul therapy sesh with sugar. Hi, Cola. How are you, my sweetheart? How are you? How are you? How's my lady doing? I'm gonna set you up here, okay? Okay. I'm having a great day. How about... Oh, shit balls. How about you? Let's get our shit together, Crystal. Hi, Gizmo. What up, everybody? Alright, let me see if I got this. Alright, is that good? Can you see okay? How are you guys? It's so nice out that I got my Zulay package in, and I'm so excited to show you guys. I got a few other things too. I got nail mail as well. So, I'm excited. Are you guys excited? So, we are going to be swatching, unboxing all of these. This is Zulaysnails February monthly box. Hi! Hello! Phoebe's Faffy Nails. What up, what up, what up? How are you? How are you? Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. I got sweaty pits, guys. Woo! Good thing they got freaking deodorant, you know? Okay, so I do have the size number 12 brush from Zulay and monomer. Top coat. Alright. And I also have my swatch sticks, too. I have my swatch sticks, too. I'm so excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. Woo! Who else is excited? Alright, I'm just gonna open it, guys. This is how it came in a big box like this. And look, I wrote, "You are amazing." Oh, wait, before I do that, look at this. Look at my peep pin. Isn't he cute? Look, he's even got hollow ears. Hi, Karina. Hello, beautiful. Ta-da! Look, it even comes with a cap, y'all. It was $1 from the dollar store. So, I had to get it because it's my little friend. So, you know, if I get mad, I can just... You know what I'm saying? Just point it at the box. Or whatever. Alright, ready? Let's freaking do this. Let's jump in here. My cat's been on here. Nice. Alright. Are we ready, everybody? Make sure you like and subscribe, guys. Whoop, whoop. Oh, so this is the February box, which is her Pastel box, which I was so freaking excited. So we have the pastel colors and the crystal gem collection, which I'm so excited for. Okay. So the only thing I was like not sure about is we got some duck nails, everybody. More duck nails. And these ones are like half-tip duck nails, and I've never had half-tip duck nails. They're pretty long. Look at that. Hi, Celtic. Hi, GLAM. Karina, I said hi, right? I said hi, didn't I? But look, I don't know about these. We're going to have to try them out. They're very thin, especially like right here. But they're very curved, as you can see. But hopefully, them being curved will help, like, stay on my nail. I'm not sure. But I do the gel. So, these are mainly for girlies that do, like, regular nail glue stuff. So, hopefully, but we'll still have to try them, even though they're really not my fave. But at least I have them, just so we can experiment with them, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Does the color look cray-cray, or is it just me? Does it look, like, super-duper bright, or is it just me, guys? Like blown out. Alright, we have 2 polishes. Oh, yeah. Okay, so these are non-white, but non-white. So that's actually nice. So this is called number 9, and this is number 8, and it's light blue and light pink pastel-y. Let's see what they look like, guys. Ooh, okay, look at that. Alrighty, they look super pigmented, so that's really good. Nice. So now I have 2 liners from Zulay. Look at these crystals. Look at these crystals, everybody. Looky! I have the opal ones, and they go really well. So now I have more opal, and it seems like there's multicolored. Maybe these are just red or like yellowish AB, maybe? I'm not sure, but they're really super pretty. And they definitely glimmer more than my other ones that I have. My other ones are glass too, but not like this. So, yay. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, shit balls, Batman. Then we got... So this is the number 6 acrylic brush. And this is what she uses every time she does a, her flowers and stuff. And, like, 3D stuff. Oh, shit. And that's what she looks like. Really nice. I have one already, so I'm not going to use this one. Ooh. Well, I don't know where that went. But anyway, I'm not going to use this one because I already have one. So I'm going to set that over there. Here's the colors, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. So we have lavender, blue fluorite, which is, we have the glitter collection. And then we have the pastel collection, which I'm super excited for. So we have sky. We have aloe, yellow, pink, purple. Oh my gosh. You can get these on the website right now, guys. Oh, look. This one's called Duckling. Okay, so that's the box. That's what came in the box. So I don't know if it's still there. I know. I know. Oh my gosh. She's only got like the other ones. I don't know if she still has those, does she? Okay, so we have pink moonstone, which is glitter. These are half ounces, guys. All her boxes are half ounces, unless she says otherwise. But it's literally like a moonstone. See it? Kind of, sort of. Alright, let me fix my shake because that is blowing it out. Can you see it? Alright, so we have this one called Tangerine Aura, and it's literally... Oh my god, they're so pretty. Okay, and then... Oh, I can't wait for this yellow, guys. This yellow is beautimous. I think this one might be... I think this one might not be... Okay, so this one is just a pastel one. It's not like a iridescent one, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like, all these other ones are, like, iridescent-y, besides the yellow. So we have blue fluorite. We have greenish. What is that? I don't know what that says. And then we have radiant amethyst, which this one, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for. Okay, so we have the entire collection. And then we have Carnation Pink, which is just a regular pastel. We have Melon, which is orange. We have Duckling, which is yellow. We have, let's see, we have Minty, which is green. We have Aloe, which is kind of in between. We have Sky Blue, and then Blue. And then we have Lavender. Oh god, am I excited. Look at the colors! Guys, this is why I had to get this box, okay? The green is so freaking beautiful. Alright, what do we want to swatch first? Do we want to swatch the glitters first, or do we want to swatch the pastels first? I mean, they're both pastels, but glitter or this one? Oh my god, I'm so excited right now. Do. Okay. Boom. Chakalaka. Which one? Glitter. Okay. Let me move these out of the way. Are you guys excited? Thanks for coming to my little swatch party, guys. I appreciate it so much. Alright, let me move these out the way. I'm gonna keep them in rainbow order, of course. Of course. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay, what did I just do? Alright, so let me shake them. Shake it, shake it, shake, shake it, shake it, shake. I'm so excited to be live. Do 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 do. Glitter, glitter. Dragon art, hello, how are you? As you know, you always gotta shake, 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 senora. Shake, da 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 da. Alright, I got this guy, but unfortunately, I need to clean him out. Alright, are you guys ready for the funny nail that's about to come up? Are you guys excited for that nail set? I gotta clean it out so we're not getting like... Do you guys know what nail set we're doing? Yeah, girl. We all gotta go live, man. Okay, this, I don't feel like cleaning that out, so we're just gonna go with a different one. Because I said so. Okay. Okay. My battery's running low. No! Hold on, guys. I gotta plug my PC in. What the hell? Alright, hold up. Wait a minute. Don't go nowhere. Alright. I gotta put it up through my desk. Hold on. Ow! Come on, buddy. You can do it. Alright. You guys hear me struggling over here? Oh! Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Woo! That was a mess and a half. I ain't got enough plug space, y'all. Okay, ready? Let's do this. Everybody there? Everybody still awake? Shake and bake? Anybody? Okay. Alright. So, technically, you want us to watch your stuff, your glitters, after any solid colors, okay? That's technically, that's what you want to do. However, we're just swatching them, so it's fine. Let me turn on my fan. It is 44 degrees out, everybody. Woohoo! Yeah, I can't believe it's 44 degrees out, y'all. Like, 44? Are you kidding me? What? Alright, does that look too blown out, or does it look okay? Alrighty. Now, here's a tip, everybody. If you're doing acrylic, keep your monomer and your acrylic powder either in front of you here or on this your dominant side. So you're not reaching over to get shit. You know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm gonna move these down. Alright, first one. Pink moonstone, everybody. Pinky, pinky moonstone. Boop. Alright. Let's grab our little stir guy. Where'd you go, buddy? There you are. And then if you have a chunky glitter like this, always make sure to get those glitters freaking going. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm so excited. Who's excited? It is. It is. It is. That's one way to add. Yep. Alright, but first you're going to clean the brush out prior. Doop. Okay, we're going to clean our brush out, guys. Okay, we're going to make the bristles spread out at the bottom of the jar, just like so. So if there's anything even remotely stuck in there, we can get that out. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Dean. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Make sure you like and subscribe. I just unboxed our Zulaysnails February box. Guys, I'm so excited. We are going to be, not gonna, but we are using the Zulay number 12 brush, which is a smaller brush than the normal, some normal 12s out there. We're just cleaning it right now. I'm just taking it, and I don't use anything at all besides monomer to clean it, guys. That's it. Alright. You only need a little bit when you're swatching, technically. Alright. Are we ready, everybody? Alright, this one's called Pink Moonstone. Alright, let me zoom in. Is that better? Is that better? Hi, Morgan. Hello. Alright, ready? Let's do this. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap the side of my dish twice. Yeah. Can you see me? I'm going to push it up here. Alright, so basically you don't want your powder here. Okay, you want it beside it or like right here. Alright, so because you don't really want to put anything into it, and you know. So I'm gonna tap twice. We're gonna wet that guy. Bump, bump. Now, when you're working with a chunky ass glitter like this, right? See how chunky it is? Make sure you're using a wetter bead. Okay? A wetter bead's gonna get you not wet, but more wet than you would a regular color. So that way, you don't have a bunch of bubbles, because the glitters will cause bubbles. Okay, especially if there's a lot in there. So I'm just going to just wet it a little bit here. So that way we can kind of push. This one's got lots of glitter in it, guys. See? See how much glitter we got in there? Alright, so I'm just going to tap once. And I'm going to take it from the center. See how we want that to melt? Can you guys see that? We want that to melt so we can maneuver all those colors around. So we don't have such a thick bead like I did up there. And then that way you can maneuver it around the nail. And you can melt it into that next bead without any issues. Tap that baby in there. Bump, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ooh, she's so pretty. Can you guys see? Look at that. Nice. Alright, we're going to go one tap again. I'm going to come straight in the middle so I can pick up more acrylic than glitter. We're going to set that guy down. Nothing should stick to your brush, like except for obviously a little bit of glitter. We're going to wipe the brush. Just a tibby bit here. And then we're going to pat up. I'm going to wet my brush again. And then we're going to, because sometimes I'm going to literally dig into the glitter here so we can melt that bad boy. Then I'm going to take the rest and I'm going to push it down the nail. So I'm going to pat and pull, pat and pull, pat and pull. Typically, you want to bring it to the middle, but when it's super glittery like this, you're going to have to maneuver it around the nail anyway. So you want to pull that excess down and off the nail. Because you don't want it to be super duper, like, too much glitter in one spot, if that makes sense. Ooh, that's pretty. So these are called chunky acrylics. They're based off moonstones, which is an iridescent color, which when you move it, you know, you have a pink to a green ratio. Alright. Oh, shitballs, Batman. That's really pretty. I like the pinky purple like this, and then you get like a green to blue that way, but alrighty-dighty. So that one's called Pink Moonstone. Hi! Thanks for the hearts. No worries, babe. Hi, Black Rose. Alright, who else did I miss, everybody? Thanks, GLAM, for the party hat. Love it. Okay, this one's called Tangerine Aura Quartz. Alright, let me see if I can get this guy off. Doo-doo-doo. How's everybody's day today? Where's everybody watching from? So all of them are going to basically have different colors. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be the color of the thing, but it's also going to have a different hue to it. So let me just go ahead and make sure we got this nice. I want more acrylic than glitter, but these are super chunky. All right, let's do this. All right, can you guys see okay? Aw, yay! I mean, I hope it helps, y'all. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just do. All right, I'm gonna tap once. I'm gonna make it wet. See, you want that nice wet bead. See that fall like that? That's what you want when you have a super chunky glitter. You don't want it to be super duper wet. It'll just fall right off the nail. So we're going to pat this guy up. I don't typically take it all the way up to the top, but we're going to pat. Bring it to the center. Like so. I'm going to start pressing down. Get it wet again. So that way we can melt that bead and we can start pulling that down. This is how I do it, guys. You don't have to do it the way I do it, but it's the way I found is the best. Now with mine, I want to do this to where you guys get a sense of how, like, the color is together, and then we'll do it lightly down here so you guys can look at it from both angles, if that makes sense. All right, I'm going to tap once again. We're going to get a bunch. I'm going to take this guy. We're going to melt it. Take it up. I'm going to wet that again, and I'm going to pull this up so we melt that bead up into that next one. So you have a flawless, smooth transition. You see that? Smooth bead. And then the smoother the bead is, the better off you are when you go to encapsulate. I promise you. And then if you have to kind of move it up, do it. But keep your sides tucked in. But you always have to kind of remember too, like if it's a background, if you're doing a glitter background, you do not want a thick style of glitter like this unless it's going to be your whole nail. Because you still have to encapsulate all these glitters, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing you definitely want to keep in mind. So pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just gonna lightly tap. Okay. Tap side to side. Let's pull her up. Boom, 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 boom. Get it wet again. Now we're gonna pull her down. Pat those glitters in, baby. Now, these are just whatever, but when you're actually doing a nail, you don't want these to be at the end or a tip of a stiletto. You're going to file right through it, so take any of that excess off, guys. Okay? Get off. That's the main thing. If you're doing a stiletto, pack it and make sure you kind of tap. Make sure it goes in the center so this whole thing is flush from here to here. Okay? But just keep in mind, depending on, you know, how long your nail is, how short your nail is, and how much you want on the nail. Because you don't want your nail to be thick after you have to encapsulate. You know what I'm saying? This one's pretty. Definitely has a green hue, but this one has more of a pinky purple thing to it. But you can definitely tell the difference, though. Hopefully you can see that. Alright, so clean your brush in between the process. And if you keep your brush clean all the way through, you're not going to have any issues with it building up in the brush as fast. Okay, does that make sense? I hope this is making sense, everybody. I'm not an expert, I promise. I'm just trying to help. Okay, this one's called Yellow Appetite. I think it's Appetite. I think. Appetite or something. Okay, so this one's going to be the only one that's actually different. Ooh, shit balls, Batman. Actually different than the other colors, because as you can see, this one is actually a matte yellow versus a iridescent stone color. You know what I'm saying? Alright. I do love Zulays acrylic a lot. Now, with her acrylic, though, you can't use other, like, I am not able to use anything else with her besides her stuff. So keep that in mind also. Alright. Next up, I'm going to get this wet. Boop, boop, boop. And the reason why I do that is it helps that bead to be wet once I put it down. Holy shnikey, look at that yellow, y'all. Woo! Oh, I guess this is actually the same. Never mind. It didn't look like the same. But it is, and I actually like it. See how I picked up a little bit of a wetter, smaller bead, so that way we can kind of fan it out here. And you guys can see through it this time. Okay, now I'm going to pat this in and pull it down. Ooh, that's so pretty. This one might be my favorite, guys. Pat once. Take from the middle here. When you have a lot of glitter like that, my best recommendation is to pull from the center of the jar here, so you're getting most of the acrylic. If you want a you know, you don't want your glitter to be like super, super chunky, I would suggest that and a actual wetter bead. Okay. Now, it's a little dry in here, which I wasn't actually thinking about, but I thought it was still going to be cold enough to where it was going to be okay, but that's okay. We can work with it. Just remember, everything works together, guys, okay? Everything works together when you are doing acrylic. The room temperature, everything. Okay, so this one, we should be able to get all the way to the bottom with this one. So let's go ahead and push this up, melt that in. Okay, let's melt that in, meaning pull up on it, flatten that bead all the way out. Push your sides in so you don't have nothing sticking out. Wet your brush again, and then you're going to pat downward. Basically, it's like a pat and a pull, kind of like a poly gel. You don't want to pull too much, but you want to keep patting till you get it all the way down the nail. And then you don't really want that glitter to truly be sticking up, so you want to kind of mess with it a little bit. I have a pet peeve about it, so that's just kind of me, but you don't have to do that, you know. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a tiny bit here. Alright, you seen that, right? I'm going to pull this up, flatten these out a little bit. Because once they stick out, you know, you will end up filing them off after you don't want them sticking out of your clear either. So the best that you do here when it's on the nail, and then you go to clear cap, the less you're going to have to do. That is really pretty. I like that one. That's kind of my favorite now. That is kind of my favorite, everybody. But yes, keep your brush clean, guys. You'll be able to notice. You'll be able to notice if you have any clear in your brush, okay? Spread the bristles like this, and if the bristles are stuck together, then there is acrylic still stuck in your brush. Acrylic, I don't have any acrylic in my brush right now, but that's a good way indicator to tell whether if you have a bunch stuck in your brush or not. Lemon Drop, yeah, I think she actually has one called Lemon Drop, actually. Hi, everybody. Shout out to everybody here. Make sure you like and subscribe. Okay, this one's called Greenish. I don't know. Helidor? I don't know. Guys, I don't know. But this is from her February box. I don't know if she still has any available. I would assume she does, but I'm not sure. But I do know that you can get these colors individually or together. I've been waiting for the perfect day to do this because it's been so cold here where I live that negative is not my forte, and I'm not opening my window for negative weather because it would just run everywhere anyway. Ooh, this green's gonna be so pretty, I can already tell. Are you guys excited? Thanks for hanging with me. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? I mean, I hope me explaining it a little bit helps you guys. We're gonna tap once and go in the center here. Ooh. It should just fall right into itself once you put it on the nail. When you have a chunky glitter like this. And just kind of take the tip of your brush and just kind of tap it. And then you should be able to get it all the way to the side edge of the nail. And then we're going to bring it down. And you're just going to keep going like so. Take that excess off, or you can keep it down the nail. And you can run it down like so. A lot of these iridescent glitters do like to stick to one another. So you can just kind of take your brush and kind of maneuver them. Especially if you're doing like an ombre with the colors. And then if you have chunky ones, take your brush and just kind of pat, pat, pat. Especially if you have ones not like this. But if you have ones that are chunky like this but don't have enough acrylic in there. That's a good way to... And typically, you don't want to pick up your bead with the end of your brush. I just did that so I could get quite a bit more acrylic, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, so we're going to pull this up, melt that bead in from the top, and then we will pull down like so. Each time we get a bead, the more you pull down, the more it kind of goes on top of itself, and then you build the nail that way as well. Boop, 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 boop. Ooh, that's really pretty. Oh my god, that is so pretty. Okay, I'm going to get a big bead. We're going to go 1 and 2. Look at that bead. And I'm going to set that guy down, clean my brush. We're going to pull these ends in. Okay, we're going to hold it like this. Now, I'm going to take the end of my brush, and I'm going to actually take it, and we're going to melt that in while it's setting up on the nail. Okay, just like so. Bring that end in, wet our brush. Now, we're going to take that big bead, and we're going to pull it down. Okay, drag this in, and we're going to keep going. Clean your brush as you're going. See how I'm cleaning my brush? Keep going, keep going. Okay. Dip it back in so your brush is wet. Okay, we're going to keep going, keep going. This is a chunky glitter, so you will have this excess that's coming off here, which is fine. No big deal. Boom. Look at that, baby. Now, what you want to do is you want to go back and you want to push these glitters like so. Pat these glitters in. Do, 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 do. Get any from out from underneath. That is you keeping your sides in. And now, if you see, some of these glitters will stick up at the bottom here. Like I said, pat those in. That way, when you go to put on your clear, you're still encapsulating it. But by the time you get your clear on here and it dries, nothing's sticking out. And it doesn't stick out the thing. Hi, Tosh! Hi, Sandra. Hi, Gabby. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I am freaking swatching Zulaysnails new February box that I have waited for it. I'm like, I literally DM'd her and I was like, when are your pastels coming back out? And she was like, I don't know. I was thinking February. I was like, please. Hi, Kara. All right, next one. So this is called the Moonstone Collection, I'm pretty sure. Blue fluorite. So pretty. So pretty. So pretty. Where's my blue girlies at? Oh, yeah. Look at that. All right. Do, 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 do. I finally got home. I was finally able to open my windows because it's so freaking nice out. I can't wait for spring, you guys. Are you guys ready for the pastel colors that's about to be coming out of this house right now? Oh, my Atlanta. I'm so excited right now. All right, let's grab her, get her wet. just gonna barely tap her and see what we get. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, that's almost like a jelly. Okay, let's stick these guys in this. I wanted to make this one super wet so you guys could actually see what I was talking about. It being wet versus a little bit of wet like I was doing. This is actually how I prefer to use these types of glitters. But when it's wet like this, you got to clean your brush more. Okay? And I'm a swiper and a tapper. So like I swipe more than I tap, which is fine. Not everybody does the tapping motion all the way down the nail. That's just not what I do. Okay? So, just whatever you like to do, we're going to go ahead and get our brush wet. Let's see what we can do. We're going to pull up, and we're going to keep it in that. Oh, yeah, look at that. You don't, like I said, don't do it from the end, but it should just come right off your brush, especially if it's wet, okay? It should not stick to your brush at all, because that's the whole purpose of the monomer. Alright, let's cue this guy up. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be perfect. So let's wet our brush again. Let's go back in with some force. And we're just gonna brush her down. Clean up our sides. Take that excess off. Boom, 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 bitty, boom, boom. Pat that baby in the center. Do, 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 do. And if you have to move anything, go ahead and move it. And if you don't have anything at the bottom here, you can either take it off like that. And pat, take a little bit strength and pat it down, over. So that way you get it down the nail. Depending on how wet it is. But you've seen how wet it was in the beginning, correct? This guy, we're just going to put right there. Yes. Love it. Look at that. Blue, you guys. Holy shnikes. Oh, my Lance of Georgia. You guys have to go get this box. If you love acrylic, I love it. But you're going to need her monomer. So if you get this box, make sure you have her monomer. That's all I'm going to say. Use her monomer. Wait. I can't wait. Girl, I want to make a... I do. I want to make a rainbow right meow. Right meow. Did you guys happen to see the ladies that did the nails for the little collab that they had on my community tab? You guys can see everybody's nails if you want. They're so pretty. I didn't come up with it, they did. But I had them post to my community tab so everybody could see everything that everybody did. It's so cute. I was like, ah. People actually took the time to make some nails for me, guys. So if you guys ever feel inspired by anything that I create, or you want to recreate something, dude, put it in my community tab so I can see it. Alright, this is the purple. Zulay. This is her February box. I'm so excited right now. Alright, this one's got a lot of glitter in it. So I'm going to go with a super wet bead. And I'm going to... Look, see what that happened? See how that happened? Because I left it in too long. Okay, so I want you guys to... But I'm still going to use it, so... Maybe not. Oh yeah, we still used it. That is how wet my brush was. See what happens? See that? So you kind of want to be conscious about how wet your brush is, what you're dealing with, what pigment you're dealing with. If you're dealing with a shimmer, a glitter, you know, look, you would have thought it falling off the nail like that, I wouldn't be able to reuse it. However, you can still reuse it, guys. Just remember that once you reuse it like that, and it's in a huge, like, you know, bubble like that, you're gonna make sure it's on, like, a nail that you don't need it to be super whatever on. But I wanted to show you what it would do if you left it in the powder too long with your brush being wet. That's what happens. Alright, we're gonna go 1 and a 2. It's so pretty, though. And it should just come right off your brush like so. Oh yeah. Melt, melty, melty. Pat, pat, patty. Do, 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 do. Look at that. God, is that pretty. Woo! Baby, I am so glad you came home to me. Alright, a little bit more. Do, 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 do. That was super wet, but that's okay. Look at that. Went right up in there. Oh man, she's pretty. Alright, typically I wouldn't just use the tip of my brush, but when you have overloaded powders, it's not a bad thing. It's not going to hurt your brush. Just make sure you clean it out a little bit more. Then, you know, the key is to always clean your brush. Clean your brush more. If you feel like you need to clean it, because I'm telling you, that's exactly what needs to happen. Alright, I did get some on my jar. That's just glitter. Yeah. Alright, here are the colors, everybody. Alright, so these are the colors. Let me do some. Is that better? What does that look like? There we go. That looks better, don't it? That looks way better. Okay. But that's what they look like, guys. I really like them a lot. They're super duper pretty. This is what it looks like on the back side here. Always got that gemstone green to it, but look at this one. This one right here. I love this yellow. They're definitely... These are the two brighter colors. Like, you have these three colors, and then you have these three that are, like, super light, and then you have these, but they're perfect. They're beautiful. I'm gonna let them dry, and then we'll top coat them and see what they look like. Yay! Alright, so that's the glitter collection, everybody. Boop. What you think? Hello, everybody. Do. Yeah. The polishes? Hell yeah. She has some of the coolest shimmer polishes, too, guys. Who's in here? Man, we lost a lot of people, didn't we? That's okay. Alright, next up, pastels. Pastels, pastels. Alright, we need to add more. Doobie-doobie-doo. Alright, I'm going to add a little bit more monomer to that. I don't have a lot left, so I don't want to waste too much of it. Alrighty, these are going to be the pastel colors. So, I am excited. I want to do a rainbow color so bad. Did you guys see Zulays purple and blue and green? Look at these colors together. With, like, the pastel colors. Oh, my Lanta. Hi, Gunter! Hi, everybody. Hi. I gotta try it. Renad. Oh, I'm gonna say your name wrong. I'm sorry. Renataamon. Oh, M-O-S. Hi. My name's Sugar. If you're new, hello. We're swatching Zulaysnails February monthly box acrylics. Alright, so this one's pink carnation. Ooh. I'm excited. Alright, I am going to... You shake and you stir, baby. You shake and you stir. Shake and stir, shake and stir. Come hang out with me. Let's swatch some acrylics, everybody. Alright. Are we ready? Hi, Connor. Hi, Jackie. Boop. Alright. Near. Alright, so these are a different type of powder, guys. Alright. So we're going to tap 1, 2. I'm going to go 1 and a 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is tap, tap, tap. This is just makes it wet and glossy. This is wet too, so when you go to put it down, lift, you should not have any issue. Clean brush, boop, 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 doop. You still have monomer inside your brush, guys, okay? So, let's go ahead and push, 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 dee, push, push, push. Just tapping that just a little bit here. All the way to those edges. I'm going to clean my brush, get it wet. And then, I'm going to kind of drag and pull. Drag and pull. Clean your side. Oh, I got a hair in there. Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is, everybody. I guess I could try to get it out, huh? Go hair. Did I get it? I think I got it. I think I got it, guys. Anyway, any hoozle. The pink is a really pretty look. Oh my gosh, I have no pastels, so. Alright. We're going to go 1, 2, 45, and we're going to go 1 and a 2. We want that to be glossy. See how it's getting glossy, everybody? Two. Clean. Go back in your monomer. We're going to touch it just a little bit here. As we're touching it, we're going to push it up into that other bead so we can melt that together. And I'm going to pull up that bead right into that next one. Bring your side in. And then I'm just going to pull. It's still on the nail, so it's not like it's coming off or anything like that. Most people will do 2 of these coats, so we're going to go 1, 2, just a little bit. So that time I didn't place it in the jar as long as I did before. Okay, I'm going to go back in. And we're going to look at that. We're going to melt that baby right into that bead. And I'm going to push upward into that middle. Oh shit, don't do that. Don't put your brush in it like me. It's okay, it's only a swatch. Not a big deal. Alright. Okay, you see how you're going to have that dip right here? See how we have that dip right there? You don't want that dip. So, we're going to go back in. Boom, bitty, boom, 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 like so. Clean our brush. Pull it to the side. Alright, now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pull up. Take our sides, and we're going to pull down just a little bit to fill that in. And then if you have to, just kind of go back and forth to kind of fill in that spot. Okay? See? Now, sometimes you can get a little bit of separation in there. That's why I want you guys to, if that happens, it's not a big deal. So, what we're going to do is you're going to shake this back up like so. Which is normal with pastels, guys. Okay? Just know it's normal with pastels. So, I'm actually going to go 1, 2 at the edge of my brush. I'm going to go back in the powder, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, right at the tip. That's not supposed to happen, but it did. No big deal. I'm going to set this guy right here. Now, the reason why I set this guy right here is because I have a little area gap. So, I'm going to take this guy, and I'm going to already pull this down. And what this is doing is going over that area that I had, like that like open spot, I guess you could say. Okay. Now, we don't have that open spot where it was like you could kind of see through it. And then that's melted in there. And it looks absolutely fine. And then you can go in and put whatever you're putting over top. And it looks great. See? Just make sure you're keeping your sides in. Typically with these powders, you want to make sure you're keeping those sides in. That way you don't have to worry about it being too, you know. That is the pink. The pink is beautiful. Love it. No separation, like separation. So that's great. Now, these will make your any type of acrylic like this that is a pastel or a highly pigmented shimmer will change your monomer. So when you're doing a nail set and you're using these types of colors, what you want to do is clean out your monomer dish and put new monomer in once you go into encapsulate, okay? That's going to be your best friend, so that way it is clear and it's not like, you know what I mean? But what you want to do is you always want to shake and stir. Shake and stir, baby. I know it takes a little extra time, but it's going to be your friend. And these are definite pastels. Love it. Oh my god, I cannot wait to freaking use these. Alright, I'm going to clean my brush. Because I do know I put my brush through that a couple times. So I am going to clean it just with my monomer. Alright, we are good to go, everybody. Woohoo! Let's do this. Woo! Alright, I'm so excited. Doot, we're going to grab it, get that guy wet really nicely. Alright, we're going to tap. I'm going to tap once, and we're going to go 1 and a 2. Get a big bead here. So it's already polymerizing on the brush, guys. So you can inevitably drop it down already if you want to. Totally up to y'all. Okay. We're going to clean our brush. Bring it over. Push all of this in the middle, and then you're going to bring it to the middle, and then you're going to pull down. You don't want to pull down too much, though, because you'll inevitably wipe it off the nail like I'm doing. Sometimes, like, as you can see, different powders work different ways. Okay, you want to fold those corners in. Okay. Pull this up. And then I'm going to lightly... Okay, so this one is marbleizing a little bit. Can you see? But once you get this on the nail, you should be able to go through that. And what happens is the pigment separates from the clear. It's not necessarily a bad thing. That's why I tell you to stir them and mix them. Even though I just did. It's just the way some pigments are. It's not a bad deal. So typically you want a much bigger bead than a tiny bead when you're working with these. And I typically do tiny beads with these. Okay. I'm gonna pull this. Oh shit. Alright, let's see if we can get a different thing on there. Let's see. Once you get that second layer on there, you should be fine in terms of when it's going on the nail. And then when you're doing a marble or anything like that, it'll be fine. Okay. I'm going to take this and I'm going to pull this down just a hair. If it comes out when you're pulling it down the nail, just like I'm doing here, then you're good. Okay. A little bumpy. But you also have to get used to doing it too. It's like a creamsicle type of color, you know what I mean? That's what it reminds me of. And this is a swatch, and you really don't need to do this, but I don't like to have like super big bumps. There we go. And that is how we fixed that one. Okay. So there's that one. Definitely creamsicle. Haha. Look. Look how cute these are going to be together. Hee hee. What do you guys think? What up, everybody? If you're new here, put your name in the chat, y'all. What up, what up, what up? Alright, next one is the yellow. This one's called Duckling. So let's shake, shake, shake. And you don't want to keep going, so like move your towel around to different spots. That way you're not wiping the same stuff on your brush. So kind of work your way around the towel, if that makes sense. Okay. Ooh, this one's a lot poutier. Poutier? Is that a word? This one's a lot more thinner of a consistency. Less grainy. More super soft powder. This one is. Okay. Ready? Her coconut one is my favorite. Ooh, well, I did see the coffee one. Hi, Nana. Oh, when you crack that caramelized sugar. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, yes. Doobie-doo-boo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, I'm going to make sure my brush is clean. Okay. I'm going to go 1, 2. 1 and a 2. Okay, look at that yellow. Okay, it might need, that one might be almost too dry for that one. Which is okay, but let's fan it over. That was definitely a super small bead. That's alright. Let's pull her down. Ooh, I like this yellow, y'all. Oh my, I really like that yellow. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna go 1, 2. This one sets up a little bit longer. Like, not longer, but... Okay. We're gonna go ahead and pull this up. Kind of reminds me of like a lemon bar. Doesn't it? Doesn't that remind you guys of like a lemon bar? Okay. I'm gonna pull that down. Oh, that is pretty. That is pretty. I do have a little bit of separation right here. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. Not a big deal. You guys know, I'm always 100 with you. So, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy, put him right here. Make sure it's wet. We're going to pull him down. Now pull him up. We're going to blend that bead in. Nice. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, look at the yellow, guys. Ooh, that yellow, y'all. Oh, I'm so excited. I am so stoked. You guys have no idea. Hi, Tara. How are you, love? Yay! Yeah, like a Laffy Taffy. Yes, Laffy Taffy. Alright, next one is called... Let me get the powder off. This one's called Minty. Which, this one's going to be a light green. And then we have another, like, lighter blue green. Ooh, I think I've seen her use this one. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure she used this one before. Oh, wait, hold on. Alright, shake and stir. Oh, shit. Hi, Kelly. We are swatching the colors from the Zulaysnails February collection box, which is the Pastel collection. Oh, shit. Something happened with my phone. Does it look okay? Can you guys see okay? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Woo! You know what I did? I almost did this upside down and opened it, y'all. Oh, that was so scary. That was so scary. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. I almost messed up, y'all. Almost had it all over my table like I did the one time. Okay. Wet our swatchy. One, two. Ooh, that's like a true mint color too. Okay. Okay, Mr. Minty Green. Okay. Oh no, I got something in it. I think it's a glitter. That's okay. Not a big deal. I'm going to do this one a little bit different than I just did the other ones. I'm going to do it how I normally do it. Let's melt that baby up. Pastels are going to be so different. See how I did that? You can take it down the nail like that and add another bead, or you can do it in smaller beads. I wanted to see what it would do. Alright, so we're taking what is the excess in our brush. Alright, we're going to melt that guy in. And then I'm going to lightly... Well... Alright, it's pretty. I don't think I like it as much as the yellow. I like the yellow. Oh, nope, I got a hair in it. Got it. Alright, I'm just gonna pull this guy down. Hey, your thing's up there. Did you see it? Oh, that's you. What?
Can Cal stay the night?
I mean, I guess. Okay. Kids and their friends. What are you gonna do? Okay? That is our... Hurry, is Bella out there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you. Love you. Hurry, shut the door.
Dude, she slid to the kitchen.
Oh my goodness. Hi, Ice Babe. What happened? I need one. I want to get a head spa treatment. That would be nice. This is what they're looking like so far, if you guys want to see. Look at the colors, guys. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, those remind me of, like, peep colors. Alright, so this one's called Aloe, which is a lighter one. Ready? Let's do this. This one is even lighter than that green one. Looks definitely super duper light. Wow. Okay, I don't have any of these colors at all whatsoever. So I am ecstatic. Let's see. So I'm just getting that acrylic from sitting at the bottom there. Alright. That was very wet, but I wanted to see what it would do. Okay. It's starting to get cold in my room. So keep that in mind, guys. But let's just go ahead and pull that guy down. Oh wow, this is a super duper light color. Holy shnikey. I would say don't do these too wet, or you'll lose your color, if that makes sense, right? And then if it's too, kind of like, I'm gonna pull that down. And I'm literally using the tip of my brush to blend that in and pull that down. Just the tip of the brush, guys. Oh wow, that is like light. Holy crap. We're gonna do 1, 2. See how it comes right off the brush? Okay. Let's go ahead and run this baby up. Okay, you want to make sure you flatten that bead right up against that next bead, guys. You want to flatten that and put it into the next bead. If you don't, you're going to have a big bulky situation on your hands, which is fine. I mean, keep your sides in. Holy crap, that is so... Drop that down. Get it to the side. Make it melt into the bead. Oh wow. That is definitely super light. I can't tell if it's green or if it's blue. One way I look at it, it's blue. The next way I look at it, and it's green. So it's almost like a white. On my camera, it looks white. That is how light it is. So I would say with this one, the more color you add, the more color payoff you're going to get. So I'm just going to lightly fan this down the whole nail. The color. Just so we can kind of get a little bit more of that color. It's literally like a shade different. Almost like a milky green. Huh. Okay. Hi, is it Shasta? Shasta McNasty, what up? Hi, anime girl. Hi, Selena. Hello, everybody. One question. What time is it by you? Because it looks like the sun is out. Yes. The sun is, well, kind of going away now. I forget what time it is. I don't have my phone up. 5:54. About to be 5:55, baby. Let me clean my brush. Roblox Master. Hello. I just started practicing with acrylics and monomer, and I don't know if my brush or what, but I can't get it to bead and spread well on a nail. Ooh, that really could all depend on what you're using. Everything plays a role. Do you mind letting me know what you use? So I can get a sense of kind of what it is. Alright, what is this one? Oh, we just did that one. Okay, next one is Sky. This is going to be our super light blue, and then we have a little bit of a darker pastel blue, and then we have the purple. I do too. I love that. Shasta. Hey, what up, guys? Make sure you like and subscribe, okay? Oh, this one's going to be a super light blue. Oh, yeah. Can you see the difference? See the difference? Okay. Boop. Always shake and stir, baby. Shake and stir. Okay? Shake and stir, shake and stir. It only takes a couple seconds to do so. I feel like it gives you much better payoff when that happens. Alright, let's do this. What I'm going to do is twist my towel over. So I'm going here instead of in that same spot. Alright, we're going to wet the swatch stick. So when I get this on the nail, it melts it. Ooh, look at that blue. Okay. Okay, honey. If it's too wet, you'll pull it right off the freaking nail, y'all. And these are pastels, so they are not going to be super duper wow in your face right off the get-go. And if you do it like this, see how I did that? You're basically, the color is coming with you. Like, it's not staying in the place that you need it to stay. So we're going to tap. Tappity tap, 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 tap. And then you're going to take the end of your brush and you're going to pull that down super lightly so that way the color still stays in the middle where you want it. Okay. Saturate brush. 1, 2. Making sure it's wet like that. Right where we did that last bead. Okay, we're going to get it all the way to the side. We're going to wet the brush and we're going to melt this up. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that down just a little tiny bit. We're going to keep our sides in, clean the bottom. Look at that. Should come right off your brush. You should not have any stuck on your brush or left over from putting it on the nail. Okay, and I'm just going to lightly dab and go. Dab and go, baby. Okay, I'm just going to lightly pull that up. And I'm literally lightly running the brush over that color. So it minimizes me putting pressure on that spot. And we are still pulling that color down without pulling it off the nail. Okay? Make sense? And then when I get done, so I'm going to fully saturate my brush. I'm going to tap once. I'm going to go 1 and a 2. You don't want it on the other side. You see what I did? See how it's on the other side? I'm going to go like this. I'm going to tap that off and you're going to clean that brush. If you do not clean that brush, all of that was on the other side of your brush is going to stick in your brush. Okay? So I'm going to pull this guy down. Now, saturate my brush. Because we need to melt that bead. We have to melt that bead, guys. Okay? There we go. If you see how it's all wet and shiny, and where it's shiny, I have a little dip right here, but for the most part, the whole thing is shiny. If you can get it shiny like that, it's golden, okay? But I'm going to take a little bit more. And when your monomer is dirty, your powder is not going to react the same, okay? Does that make sense? When your monomer is dirty, it will not react the same, okay? It's not going to work the same. It's really not going to. So I'm going to take what I have left. You can see, I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but I'm going to saturate this guy with this dirty monomer. And because these are pastels, I'm not really too worried about it. But if you were using a clear or anything like that, that's when you really got to worry about it. Okay. A little bit better. Okay, so there's this one. It did separate in a few spots. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but it did separate. But the color is still there. So let me grab. I'm going to take this guy and we're going to flip this guy over. If it separates it, it's fine. Okay, because you can still use it. Okay, now, here's what I'm going to do. Do you see the monomer? Look. See all this? Look. That is how dirty your monomer will get. See the side here? See all this? That's from me, you know, tapping and having it in my brush while I'm putting it in the monomer. You see what I'm saying? The reason why I did that was to show you guys if you have too much on your brush, when you go back in to dip into your monomer, all that falls in that monomer and on your dish. Then it sticks in your dish, and then so it doesn't help it at all. So, for the most part, typically you want to clean your brush the most. I wasn't really doing it because I wanted to show you what to do to your damping dish and your monomer. Because I feel like if you guys could get a feel and see for like how bad it can get, I feel like that would help you guys. You know what I mean? No worries, sweetheart. I'm just very, very, very grateful you are here. Crystal, what are you doing? Okay, so when my jar gets like this, you guys, because I did that with my brush, if you take your brush and do this with the monomer, it'll get it out, but it'll inevitably go in your brush. So when I was doing this with my brush, it's getting in my brush. So I'm just going to clean my brush really quickly on the side here before I clean it. So what I like to do is typically, I like to clean my dampen dish with my alcohol, but we only have 2 colors to go. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to put a little bit more in. Like I said, I only have a little bit of my monomer left, so I don't really want to, you know, I want to see something. I want to see. Okay, I'm going to saturate my brush fully. Pull up. Now I want to show you guys something. So if you spread your brush out like this, that means every hair on your brush is getting saturated. Okay? Every hair is getting saturated. Now, this is what she looks like. Can you guys even see that? She's full. See that? Do you see this part? Right here? Look. See the bevel of the brush here? That is how you know it's full. Okay? It has a nice curve to it. Boop. On both sides. Boop. So, when you tap, okay, so I'm going to tap once. Tap once. Where you tap is flat. Now, on the opposite side, where you didn't tap, it's nice and beveled. I don't know if you can see that, but it's nice and beveled. This side is flat. Okay? So what you want to, technically what you want to do is you want to, the side that you're tapping, boop, right? So what I do is, here's what I do. I take my brush. I'm going to tap on this side on the outside, right here. I'm not going to flip my brush and tap this way and then go into powder. It's backwards, and it's just going to mess you up. So if you have your brush in here, if you're right-handed, you're going to take your brush, right? We're going to tap this outside portion. See how? Nice and evenly coated. We're going to tap once. Okay? Boop. That's on the outside. Okay? Now we have a flat, kind of 90 degree. This is beveled. Boop, boop, boop. Okay? So because we tapped this side, this is the side you don't want to tap the powder with. You want to tap the powder with this, the one underneath that you didn't tap the jar with. Okay? So tap this side, but we're going to use the belly, the underbelly of the brush. Okay? We're not going to use this side because we tapped that monomer out of that side of the brush. All the monomer now has went to the back of the brush from here to here. This side, it's still there, but it's not a lot like the underside. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to go 1 and a 2. See how much better that performs when your monomer is clean? See that? Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go do, 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 do. We're going to make it glossy. And I'm going to set this guy right there. Okay, and that is the difference between a wet and a dry. Like, it's not super dry, but it's dry enough to where I can maneuver it. But it's not going to blend well if my brush isn't wet enough. So after you place it on the nail, okay, we want to make sure we have enough to where we can flatten that. So here's what I do. We're going to hold that there. Now, I'm going to pull this guy down. Because that guy, I let polymerize too much on my brush. Which is fine. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. Right? So, it's still moldable. You just need your brush wet. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy. And I'm just going to go like this. I just needed it to move a little bit. I just wanted to flatten that out. You can use the belly, the bevel of your brush to flatten it out more if you so choose to. Because it's still moldable. It's just if you have enough oomph to do it. Okay? Not a big deal. It's a swatch stick. I'm going to go again. We're going to go 1 and a 2. You don't want it to sit too long on the brush. Alright, so we're going to hide that guy. Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull that up to that. I'm going to wet my brush. And we're going to literally melt it into that piece. See how I melted that in there? So now it looks like I actually put more than one on there. Or I actually just put 1 bead on there. That's what it looks like. And for the most part, you can go back and forth with it, guys. Okay? You can melt it down. You can melt it up. It's totally... It's whatever you guys feel like you need to do. But don't tap too much out of it like I did. Okay, we're going to fill this in. I'm going to pull that down. Melt that in. And then I'm going to melt it upwards. Do, 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 do. See how big we got it? It's not a big deal. You want to make sure it's always flat. So, we're going to take this guy. Now, we're going to take this guy. We're going to pull it up, but not too far. We want it to blend in. Now, we're going to tap this guy down. So we fill in that area. Tap, 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 tap. You kind of want it to be leveled out. Now, for the most part, you can file. But we really don't want this amount on our nail. That's the whole point in showing you this. Especially if you leave it sit too long. You don't want this thick of a mount on your nail. See what I just did? See what I just did? See how my brush caught at the bottom there? If you're not paying attention, it will catch. Okay, you can either take it off the nail add marks into it, whatever the case may be, right? But I feel like the more you mess around with it, the better off you're going to be. Okay, just going to take that. We're going to blend up. I'm going to pull it down. And that just gives it a nice little boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Ta-da! So it's a little bit better than what it was. So like you can correct this with your color. If something like this does happen where you have too dry of a bead, that's what's going to happen if you have too dry of a bead, which is not a big deal, but you're just going to have a lot of filing to do. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you keep those sides in really well and not put too much of that color on. Okay? So I'm glad I could help you out with that. I have, and I didn't care for it. It was very strong. It gave me a headache. What? I just went inside to look at the box. Ooh, I can't do Moranovan, or whatever the hell that colors, or that's called. That stuff, oh my gosh. Bye, Selena love. But yeah, have a great night, sweetheart. Thank you. So yeah, that's basically what happens if you have any type of issues, or if you're putting it on too much. I figured if I showed you those little scenarios and mess ups, it's like as if you know what I mean? It would help you guys in the long run. Ooh, this one's nice. This one's gonna be dark. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so at the bottom, I can feel the pigment stuck to the bottom here, which is not a big deal. You just want to make sure you stir that pigment. Super, super nice. Okay. Now, shake it together. Now, because I did all that, I want to clean my brush here. I wasn't planning on giving like a little tutorial, but I figured, you know what? We're doing it. I might as well walk you through it, no? You know? So, basically, if you have a thinner, you know, whatever, if you have a thinner color on there, it's not going to hurt to do a light, thinner color over that, just to get a little bit more color on the nail if you so need to. It's not gonna be a big deal. All right, this one's gonna be probably a darker type of tone. Now, you guys don't have to do what I do, okay? We're gonna go a 1 and a 2. Ooh, that's like a sky blue. Ooh, pretty. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so pretty. I'm just gonna lightly pull this up a little bit and do it a tad bit different than what I had been doing. Just to show you guys, you don't have to do it that way that I did it. Ooh, that's pretty. I started in the middle, so that's where the color's going to be. Oh, shitballs, Batman. You don't want to get your monomer on your jars. If your monomer touches your jars, guys, okay, if your monomer touches your jars, it will melt the jars, because monomer melts plastic, just so you guys know. We're going to go a 1 and a 2. Oh, that is pretty. I usually work, like, from top to bottom, but I wanted to kind of see what I could do with these colors here. Oh my god, because I want to try and build that apex right here. Oh my god, you guys, these are beautiful. This blue is beautiful. So just blend that guy up a little bit, and I mean a little bit. You don't need a lot here. I would say that you definitely can build with these. I would just do 2 layers with these pastels. That is... don't do that with your brush. Why I did that, I don't know. But I did. Now it took my color off. That is a very pretty blue. It is, that is a really pretty. I'm going to pull this down. Oh my god, is that... See, when I do it like that, the color is great. Looks great. We're going to go 1 and a 2. And I'm just using the body of my brush here. Clean our brush. Push this over. Okay. And I'm going to lightly pull that down. Clean my brush. Clean that side. Ooh, that blue is beautiful. Oh my god. I'm going to do just a little one. And I'm just going to lightly pull this down. And then pull it up. So I'm just melting that bead. And then we're going to pull it back down. Nice. So once it dries, I feel like I'm just not wondering if I need to do it a separate way. I love the colors. Love them, love them. Love them. Oh, okay. Aw, thank you guys. I gotta... Alright guys, we have one more left. That is the purple. Just cleaning my brush out here. Because I did push my brush through it. I don't know. I feel like once they dry, they're fine. But let's go through this lavender. I'm excited for this purple, guys. Ooh. I think we could do like a really, really pretty, like, I want to do like a milky jelly set almost or something like that, you know? Hi, Vicky. You ladies fighting over the IGMG one? Hello. All right, just a little bit of monomer here, not too much more. All right, let's do the purple, everybody. Ready? Just gonna make sure she's clean. Oh, I'm excited for this purple. Okay, ready? Oh no. Brush hair. Ooh, look at this purple. Okay, I'm just gonna push this up. Oh my god, that purple. Push that in. And then I'm gonna pull that down. Just so we can build a little bit of that color up. Ooh! Okay, the purple might be my fave. That is a true pastel purple, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, yes, ma'am. Okay, we're gonna let that fall. Let's bring it back up the nail. Do. Yes! Oh my Lanta. So if you guys love acrylic, come hang out with your girl, okay? Okay, I'm gonna lightly pull this. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes, darling. Yes. Do. If you just barely flick your brush like this, it'll bring it down a little bit better than if you were to be pulling the whole thing. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm going to wet my brush. We're going to lightly get it nice and wet and up into that prior bead. Yes. Beautiful. Oops. Nice. Oh my god, that is fucking beautiful, guys. With this color, with the blue and the glitters, oh my gosh. Are you kidding me right now? This purple with the glitters? Nah, dude. I'm gonna flatten that out, and then I'm just gonna lightly pull this down. Oh, yeah. Oh my good god. Nice. Now, once it dries, you can always let it dry. Don't keep adding until you let that first layer dry, and then add another color. Because something about when it dries and you add more color to it is way different than when it's wet and you add more color to it. Does that make sense, guys? I hope that makes sense. Alright, that is the colors. Okay, I'm going to grab all that off there. Alright, that is all the colors, everybody. I am going to clean the brush. That is all the acrylic for today. However, I'm going to clean my brush really quickly. Technically, you want to make sure it's like, you know, clean monomer. But for right now, it should be okay. As long as I get them big chunkies out of there. See how it was like sticking together, guys? Do you see? Did you see that? If your brush is sticking together, you will be able to tell. I can see little particles on my brush. So I still have some in there, but not a crap load, if that makes sense. See how it's sticking? See how I push down like that? See how it's sticking? That means I still have product in my brush. Okay? You want it to be nice and spread out. You don't want it to be like, if it does that, it stays like that. If it stays like that, you still have product in your brush. I can feel it. Okay? So keep that in mind, everybody. I'm just going to lightly dip this up and then add just a tibby bit to clean my brush. Now, nice, clean monomer. Like, I could see what I just took out of my brush, so that's good. Cleany, cleany, clean. What do you think, guys? Nice. I'm a dirty girl. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Dirty girl. Ta-da. We are golden. I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to mold it like so. Like that. Right? But you don't want to put your cap on yet until it's fully dry, guys. Okay? So technically you want to hang it down like this. But I don't have a thing to hang it down. So I'm just going to leave it open and out for right now. Alrighty, dighty. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. I really appreciate it so much. I don't know how I got this bottle dirty, but I did. It's like it's leaking on me for some reason. Alright. We got that baby. Are you guys excited for the colors, though? Ooh, I just stuck my hand in that. I am so excited. You have no idea. But I used only one paper towel for that. Alright. I'm going to let those dry. So while you let those dry, I'm going to clean this bitty out really quick. And then I'm going to show you the colors of the liner brushes. And I will show you everything I got. I did get another box. Do you guys want to see the other box that Tosh sent me? You guys want to see that other box Tosh sent me or no? Alright, give me 1 sec. I gotta go get the plastic bag for this. I'll be right back, guys. Hey, I'm back, everybody. Don't leave. Got a big plastic bag like this. And we got a nice, smell good freaking bag. So this is going to go in here. We're going to Ziploc that baby back up. This is to help with the smell, guys. Hi, Isabella. I did give some really good tips, guys, if you want to check out those tips. Alright, we're going to take this trash bag. The best bet is to get one of those trash bags that go in the little trash bags for, like, your bathroom for these. See this? This is one of those big 24-ounce bags, I think is what it's called. But the Ziploc ones like this, and then I put them in a trash bag that has scent, that is a scented trash bag, and it helps minimize the smell, guys. Okay, but the little trash bags are going to be a bit better for this. I just forgot to go grab some. So all I'm going to do is roll this baby up, doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo, and put it in my door. Okay. Alright, and you are out of here. Do. Alright, let's put this baby up here. Like so. Okay. Alright, so we did get these. These are the diamonds, the opal, and the AB that came with the kit. We got a number 6 brush. We got 2 liners, blue and pink. We got 14 colors. We got the crystal collection as well as the pastel. And then we got these half cover duck nail tips. I will use these, but not right now. I don't really care for them, but we gotta use them at some point, right? Alright, I'm gonna move those. Alright, I got some swatch sticks out for the 2 colors, so let me go ahead and put them on here so we can see how everything works. And then we will top coat. You guys want me to top coat those colors so we can see what they actually look like or what? Okay, so this is the pink. Okay, so we need to shake this up here. This seems to be a nice consistency. Doesn't seem to be like a super thin consistency. Ooh. The only thing I hate about liner brushes is when it falls down, and I like that brush. Okay, I like the liner on this. That is nice, dude. And she has many, many colors. But you can actually get a really nice straight line with these liners, dude. That's actually nice. Don't mind the floofs, because the floofs are cray-cray. Okay. Okay, Mrs. Pink, look at you. Okay. This is number 8, I think. Yes, liner gel number 8. That's a pretty pastel pink. So, show us your tops? What? How do I show you my tops? I can't do that. I can't do that, man. Okay, here's our blue. Now, this one's a tad bit thicker, see? It looks like a you-know-what. It's like dangling there. Doo-doo-doo. Didn't do it. Okay. Alright, that's not bad. The consistency looks thick on the brush, but then once you get it on, it's kind of like a medium. If that makes sense. So it's not bad, but it's dripping. That's the only thing I don't like about liner brushes, and that goes for all liner brushes. But I like the colors, so... Alright. Let it kind of sit for a minute so you don't... I just put that excess in there, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. I like the colors. The colors are really pretty. Great for a boy and girl. You know, whatever. We're going to do... She said 30, but I'm just going to put it in for 60 anyway. Alright. So those are the two colors that come in it. You get two liners. Two line hairs. Alright. Well, I didn't need that. Alrighty. Oh my god, thanks for hanging with me, guys. God, I'm so excited. How many is in here? What up, everybody? Hello. Oh my god, look. Look at my new pin. It's my Peep bunny pin. Look at my hollow. Hi. Who's eating McDonald's? Girl. How can you eat that? That is like... eating your brother or your sister. Just kidding. Alright, I have to do this because they're just everywhere. Oh my god, the colors are amazeballs. How many of you guys have Zulays products? Raise your hand out there. How many of you? And if you're watching the replay in this, how many of you guys have Zulays products? Do you like her products? Do you love her products? Comment and let me know, because I'd really like to know. I like her products. I splurged and got this. I have been waiting for the pastels forever. I missed them when she had them last year, and I was not going to miss them this year, so yeah. I'm just cleaning this off because I have a lot of powder on my desk, so I'm trying to get away from all this powder that fell. So I'm going to clean this, and then I'm going to go in and put the top coat on, and I'm going to use her top coat. I do like the colors. I feel like they separate a little bit, but I feel like you need to be a little bit more cautious with them, I guess, if that makes sense. I can handle them, but I'm just saying that once you're putting a glitter over top and stuff, you won't see that at all. At freaking all. The colors are still beautiful. I absolutely love the colors, you guys. I really, really do. Really, really do. Oh, so we have this guy. Is this guy supposed to be... No. This guy is supposed to be a lighter one. So this one goes here. The yellow one is still my favorite. I love the yellow, guys. I think the yellow is beautiful. Alright, so here's the pastel colors. Look at those colors, okay? Just look. Can you tell? Look at that. Look at that. That is what the pastel colors look like. What do you guys think? You like them? You like them? Hi, Nelly! Enjoy your Big Mac. It's not a big deal. Promise. Alright, so these are the colors, which I'm excited for. The only one I don't care for is this lighter type green one right here. I think that's called Aloe. However, I love this one and this one because it's like a dark bluish purpley. The pink is really nice. They're all really nice. I just don't like this one. But that's okay. Not a big deal. We're still going to use it in our sets because we can use all of these colors. Like, here's the pink with the pink. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to do Z orange with Z orange. Z yellow. Z green with Z green. Oops, wrong one. And then Z blue with Z blue. Then you're going to take this color. Then you're going to take this color. Oh, damn, I thought I could do it. That's lots of colors, and they're so pretty. Can you see them all? Oh my god, look at them. The yellow, though, oh god, the yellow is so pretty, you guys. Alright, The only ones that I'm going to top coat are the glitter. So we can really see just how beautiful that glitter is. Okay, I got these cleaned off. All I'm going to do is move this out of the way. That's why I always put an extra one on top, so that way whatever powder is on top falls on that and nothing else. Okay. Woohoo, I'm so excited. Ready? We're going to be using Zulays top coat. This is called the Toughened Top Coat. Super duper freaking shiny. We're going to do a nice globby glob. Oh, God. Can you see? Oh, wow. Oh, my God. And there's no bubbles. Yes, your girl says shit. Okay, okay, okay. I don't do acrylic like every other girly out there, and that's okay. I have my own way of doing it, and I still mess up sometimes, but I feel like for the most part, I'm pretty good at it. But one person that is hella good at it is Nelly. Nelly can make that shit flow like cray-cray. Oh yeah, here's this guy. Are you guys excited for this nail set? Look at this. I did all that by hand. That's not ink either. It's not ink at all. Let's do a big globby. See, this is what a nail therapy sesh is all about, y'all. Okay, we're just sitting here, you know, we're hanging out with our nail besties, okay, and our nail bestie peeps. And, you know, we got our nail products, and we are just being wowed by the nail products right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, man? Did you freaking die already? You mother effer. I just freaking charged you. What the freak? I'm kind of a little bit mad because I just charged that fucker. I don't have any room to charge it right now, so this is going to have to do for right now. Oh my god, look. Oh yeah. And it's like layered in there because I put so much on there, but... Oh, that's pretty. Dude. Oh my god. Beautimous. So we're gonna have to just stick with the handheld one. That's fine. Okay, so this one is the light blue. So once you get this on the nail, I think there's like itty bitty shimmers in here too. I could be mistaken, but I think so. I mean, either way, it's beautiful with that blue, with that purple pink blue shift on there. I think it's beautiful. Do you guys want to see what Tosh sent me? You guys want to see what Tosh... Hi, Sheila! Hi! I just did Zulay's box. So these are the colors from her box. Give me one sec, my lovely, and I will show you everything. I just want to get these top coated really quick. We're having a top coat sparkle moment. Drippity drip, drip. Oh, yeah. Ooh, pretty. Oh my Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. Stop messing around, Crystal. Thank you for coming here, guys. Tasha is supposed to be live tonight as well. I always forget that she is after me. Like, she is not ahead of me, but when she goes live, I think I'm ahead of her. Am I ahead of her? I think so. But Tasha's going live too, but she was in here before she went live, so if you guys want to check her live out as well. I know she's doing some organizing and stuff right now. So if you guys want to go check her out as well. But yeah, she sent me a box. What a goofball. Sent me a box and was like, "Here, I sent you something." And I was like, "What?" Ma'am. Ooh, this yellow is gonna be my fave. Oh my god, that yellow. It's got that greenish orangey yellow hue. Come on, dude. Look at this shit. You gotta go get this collection. You're gonna need it. It's so beautiful. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. How are you, Sheila? Hello, everybody. Nelly, how are you? I know you're probably hurting. Sorry I didn't see the comments, guys. I hope that, something in this live helped you with acrylic. If not, ask me any questions you want, but take it or leave it. I am not a nail tech, just an enthusiast. This is our light orange, which has got the greenish blue hue, but it still has that orange color to it. It's so pretty and beautiful. I think this, I really would like to see these with a smaller shimmer in it. Because I think these glitters with your smaller, because there is small in there, but there's not shimmer small in there. I think that would give it like that pirouette of that shimmer that just fucking sparkles. Okay. So here are the colors. This is what they look like, sparkly. Okay. I don't know if you can tell. Can you tell the colors? This is what it looks like on a black background. Oh my gosh. And then this is what it looks like on a blue. Can you tell? Dude, Nail Crazy Mama has enough to open up her own freaking shop, y'all, okay? So this is the Gemstone collection. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh my, oh, okay. So we have the Gemstone collection. And then we have the Pastel collection. So let me show you the colors. And I want to show you guys up close so you guys can actually get a see and feel for the colors here. You guys know me. I like making sure I show everybody everything. And this one looks cray-cray because I was showing them how to fix something. These are the colors. Okay. So this is what they look like up front. Not too bad. A little bit of separation big time on this one, but for the most part the colors are there. And then once you put like other stuff over this, you guys are not going to be able to see it. I will say, but this set probably, if you're a beginner, I would get it and just kind of test yourself with it. You know what I mean? And just kind of go through each color and go with the flow on it. But this is what it would look like if it had that on there. Let me turn this. There we go. What's that look like? Is that better? So I mean, the colors just absolutely match perfectly, you guys. Like freaking perfect. So those are all the colors. You get 14 colors in this monthly February box. You get that. You get the 2 liner brushes, or the 2 liners. You get number 9 and number 8. You get your number 6 Zulay brush. You get your opal crystals, which are they are just beautiful. They just sparkle. Then you get your duck nails, which is not everybody's favorite, but it's okay. And then you get a number 8 3D, or number 6 3D brush. So that is everything that comes in this kit, guys. Okay? So that was Zulay's box. I love it. So I got to put these away. I have to now move everything out of my drawer. And I need to take all the other acrylics I have in my Zulay drawer so I can put these in my Zulay drawer. Isn't that funny? So we got 14 acrylics, 2 gels, which I'm just going to set these in here for right now. So I have somewhere to put them. Our brush. We have those. And our tippies, which is the duck nails. Half tip duck nail tip. So I'm going to go ahead and put these guys in the box as well for right now. And then we also, that is what those colors look like. They didn't wrinkle, and they are no wipe. So these colors are no wipe. Hi, Alice. Hello. So these are no wipe liner gels, guys. So I would recommend the liner gels because they're no wipe, and you can use them for chrome. They're great for chromey chromes. All right, so that is the monthly February box from Zulaysnails. All right, you guys want to see the other box or no? Yeah. You want to see the other box? Look, this is going to look super cool. And I think that you guys, I think that me doing the background like this, I don't know, what do you guys think? I feel like doing the letters thicker, but I feel like it's going to go really, really cool. It's going to be cool. All right, so this box came from Tosh. The box is too tall, so I'm just going to grab everything out of it, okay? Okay, so we have, these are VIP nail tips, super thin, pointy, natural stiletto. Now, these are, like, the ones that are, they kind of remind me of a house. They're super long and wide, but they are long. So, this would remind me of something that I would put in my, like, my fake hand. Now, this is too big, but, you know, what I mean by that is you could actually use these in your fake hand if need be. If you actually run out of tips, just put that baby in there like so, and then you can use it, and it's like a nice stiletto shape. So that's always great too, by the way. Okay, I've never heard of that brand before. That's the first time I've heard of that brand. And here's my other rose nail. It looks like crapola. It's not the same. Okay, we got, this is my first Gel X, Appraise Gel X. These are full XXL stiletto clear. Look at these. Just hold on a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Look at that. Guys, look at that. Look at the freaking apex on that. And they've actually fit my square nail beds. I have square nail beds, so it's hard for me to find full cover tips that actually, like, go in my nail bed. Holy cannoli. Look how freaking tall that is. But holy shnikey, that is amazing. I don't care. Wow. The apex on this is beautiful. Now, I just am praying that when I go to put it on my nail, we don't have, like, a gap right here, if that makes sense. Because the other nails that I have from Novo Ovo give me a little gap right here for some reason. So, but yeah, aren't they beautiful? Glad I have those. First ones ever. Then we have these, and these little guys are the Russian half cover. These are not dual forms. These are just straight Russian dual form, or Russian tips. So now we have half cover Russian actual tips. They're not bad. They're really, really thin here, as you guys can see. See? Really, really thin there, but, like, they're thin there too. So you could actually pinch these and give yourself a stupid C curve. Look at that. You know what I mean? You could put this on and then give yourself, like, a super C curve if you want. So there's that one. And then I have no idea what she was sending, guys. This one, people say that these are really good nail tips, and they actually love them. These are actually square nail tips, and they actually fit my freaking hand, and they are tapered. So these nail tips are, like, wide here, and then they taper in like so, which is kind of weird if you look at it. But so this is a number 2, and it actually fits with my glove on. So yeah, so these are called the Good Trades or whatever. Have you guys ever seen those? Or have you tried them? Hi, Maylin. So I tried garlic for the first time, and I ripped off one of my nail with it. Oh no. But yeah, I heard that these were nice. Now, it's a little bit weird that they're tapered so far down and not all the way from the side down. But, I mean, what am I going to... I don't know why it's like that. I don't think they're all like that, are they? No, that one just looked like it was warped. Let's see. Okay, that one looked like it was warped. So... Okay, so they are square. I don't usually wear a lot of square nails, as you know, but I do like those. They're actually nice. Now, this one is, I love these boxes. So this one is called, this is 3XL Coffin, and these are half cover, and these are really, really beautiful half cover tips. Really nice, super tapered. Love, love, love. I wish I could find a full cover coffin like this that was tapered like this, but full cover. But yes, these are 3XL. Full 3XL. Oh, God. Look at that. Love it. Freaking love it. Very, very nice. We got a secondary one, which is from two guys. These are No C-Curve 3XL coffin, which is basically the same thing. Yeah, basically the same thing. This one's a little bit different, but not much. Not much. So I have coffin tips for days. Hi, Cordy. How are you, sweetheart? How are you doing, baby? How are you doing? All right, now, dual forms. We have glitter. We have a purple, it's called Recollection. And this is an iridescent purple with those long, skinny... What are those long, skinny glitters called, guys? What are they called? I don't even know. But, look at this one. So, this one is a holographic. And this one's called Chunky Glitter... something, something. But this one is purple... Oh, wait. What's that say? Do not ingest or apply on... You cannot apply this to skin or hair. Uh-oh. This one's called Magical. Magical. Oh, it's sealed. Alrighty. So this one, if you can see right here, you have a little bit of that gold. Oh, there's a star in there, and it's purple and blue. Metallic with the actual holographic inside there. Hexagon glitters. Hexagon. What the? Tinsel. There we go. Thank you, Cordy Love. Oh. Shards. Yeah, I always call them shards, guys. This is what the small part of this looks like. So they're purple pink. Like a purple pink iridescent. Can you guys see it? So, we got this. And then I will save the best for last. Okay. So, she wanted me to try out these sandwich dual forms. So, we have the dual form one from the Yoki. I forget the name. This one's called Top Almond, or you can do Bottom Coffin. Which, they want me to try these with acrylic. Okay, so here's the bottoms. And then we have the tops here. So, we're going to do that. So, these ones, which she didn't have to do that, y'all, but she wants me to try them too, and I'm like, oh my god, girl. She's like, you got to! Which I'm so grateful, you guys. So, this one's from Mr. Nail. Bottom, almond, or coffin. So, you can do almond or coffin on this too. Are these just for, like, short nails? Oh my god, they are. These are for tiny nails. Look how freaking... Look. Tara, anybody with nubbies. This sandwich nail would be good for you guys. You can do the almond or you can do the coffin. Oh my gosh. Nubby ladies. Nana Ange. You guys would like those ones from Mr. Nail. I don't know if these are all in the same box or not. But this one is the... top and bottom French. Oh, this is the one where you build the French. See that? You put it in here, right? It'll build your French for you, and then you can put the rest on top here. See it? So we gotta definitely try them. We got to try them. You know what's funny is I will try them all the way to the very end right here because they look funky like that, but they look cool. Like, cut off the way that they're cut off. I definitely run them all the way to the end like that. Yeah, right? Nub life. Dee 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 dee. And then the last one is Russian almond Kirsty Meek. Oh, what? Is that what that says? It is. Tosh. These are from Kirsty? Ooh, look at those. Okay, so I have some of these, but I don't have these particular ones like this that have this, like, the oval thingy in there that you can do whatever on. You know what I mean? Where you put the thing in and you da-da-da-da-da. Ooh, okay. So I don't have these, so that's good. So excited. Yay! Okay, so we have a little bit of everything. That's cool. Tips galore, guys. Holy crap, I'm gonna need a new drawer for just tips now. Thank you, Tasha. Okay, last but not least, who we got? Beauty airbrush system from, I think this is from Amazon, I think it's from Amazon, but it's brand new, guys. Comes with your cleaners. You get, oh my gosh, there's so many different types. Okay. Oh, you get some brushes. Those are like goofy brushes, but we get some, like a dropper, which is nice. It's pink. We have the big one. My God. Could you imagine us using this big giant one? Holy crapola. I didn't notice that before, but here's our little, whatchamacallit, thingamajigger bobber. And then we have this big guy too. This thingamajigger bobber. I'm so excited. Okay, so this thing no, that's not where that goes. The airbrush goes there, duh, Crystal. And you can charge it. I'm excited. Love you, Nelly. I love you, love you. Oh my gosh, I've never used one before, but I'm like, oh my gosh, how's this work? Okay. So this goes here, no? Yeah. Oh, shit. Then this goes here, right? Oh my God. Thank you, Tasha, love. I really appreciate it. Okay. There she is. Now, do we hold this back or do we pull it down? It's supposed to be like... Okay, I must have tightened it too much or something. Oh. Oh, so if... Okay. I see now. So this is what makes it like go no or yes. No or yes. But like if I tighten the end of that, I can't move it at all. So maybe I don't need to move it that much. Oh, hell, I don't know. Anyway, but we got that. I will charge it, turn it on, and see what happens. And try to get it to work for you guys. Maybe I'll do a short for you guys. Who knows? But, yeah, so thank you so much, Tosh, and thank you, everybody, for being here. What did you guys think about all the colors? Did you guys like those colors? What did you guys think of those colors? But, yeah, if you guys are wanting to watch some nails, I don't know if Tosh is still alive, guys. I don't know what time it is, but if she is, check on Tosh's thing, because I think she's doing some organizing and whatnot. So, that guy there. So, yeah, that is what I got from Tosh. I'm so incredibly grateful. Thank you, my lovely. Okay. So, Tosh ended up, you know, is going through a lot of, like, stuff with her body and whatnot. So, if you guys want to go check her out, she probably told you about it in one of the lives. I'm not sure. But this is what we used for this. Bye, Nana Love. I am getting off myself, guys. That is everything we got, but that is how I made it. It was with these and by hand, so it took forever. not really forever, but thanks for hanging with me, guys. I appreciate it so much. That is literally everything that I got tonight. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if you guys would hype this live, I hope that this live taught you something. I hope you had fun, and I hope that you loved all of Zulay's products as well as all of these guys. We got tips galore, everybody. So I can't say I am running out of products. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, thanks for hanging with me. I love you guys. I had a oh no, they all fell on the floor. Fudge and Roni. I had a freaking amazing time, you guys. I really truly did. Thank you for hanging with me. We will be live tomorrow as well. So make sure to stick around because we'll be live tomorrow, probably around the same time, to do some nails. So it never gives me an option to hype. It's probably after it uploads. It takes forever to upload now, I guess, but it's up to you guys if you want to or not. But thanks for hanging with me, guys. I had an amazing time. I love you guys so much. Check out everybody's nails that they did in my community tab, and if you have one that you haven't posted yet, but you do have one, post it. We want to see it. Okay? I love you guys. Have an amazing rest of the night. Thank you for being with me tonight. I really truly appreciate it. It means the world to me. Hope you have an amazing night yourselves. Love you lots. Love you long time. And I'll see you on the flip side. Toodaloo. Thank you to my members. Thank you to my mods as well. And thank you to all the new subscribers. Shout out to everybody. You guys fucking rock. And I'm so incredibly grateful that y'all are here. We going places this year, baby. So let's do it. Woohoo. Bye. See you later. Bye, baby.